welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about my sticker collection and what I want to do with them this year in 2026. As many of my friends know, I am a total stationery person. I love stationery and I love stickers. I am also an artist who makes sticker sheets, and I've kind of gotten quite a collection of sticker sheets at this point. I also love using sticker sheets. I know some people who collect stickers who organize them in a really beautiful way, and they don't really plan on using them necessarily, but I love using them in my journals, in my planners. Towards the end of last year in 2025, I really started to feel like my sticker sheet collection was kind of getting out of control. And that is because I love to use them. And the collection was so big that I was feeling overwhelmed by my choices, feeling like I don't even know what stickers I have in my entire collection. And it would take too much effort to go through them or sift through them to find the ones that I want to use. So I keep most of my stickers in this tote, mostly in these binder type folder organizers like this. So I have this one, I have a shorter one like this. This was really full. And a lot of these binders too, I have multiple sheets in each sleeve. So they're kind of filled to the brim. I have just this random case full of stickers. And then I have a couple books, like this one, and then this one. And I also have the Traveler's sticker release insert filled with stickers. Yeah, so I have a lot of stickers, obviously. And so I think halfway through the year, I outgrew this and kind of kept buying more and more stickers. I have some stickers in this bag too. So yeah, that's kind of where I keep most of my stickers. And one problem that I have is if something is out of sight, it's out of mind, it doesn't exist. So even though I have these two full bags of stickers, because I wasn't looking at them every day, it's not in my brain that I have them. So I would end up buying sticker sheets, buying more sticker sheets when I have a large collection of them at home that I could be using up first. So that's kind of where I started to feel like the collection was getting a little too big. So this year in 2026, I'm kind of wanting to try a sticker no buy. This came up in a comment section of another YouTuber's video, Nikki. The idea of a sticker no buy came up, and I think I'm going to try to do that this year. And the primary purpose of that is to kind of really go through my collection and try to use up as much of it as possible. I know a lot of people, including myself, sometimes feel sad about using stickers, but honestly, I'm keeping all my journals, which is where most of my stickers are getting used in anyway. So I think it's gonna be okay if I use all my stickers. And then I'll have a fresh new start towards the end of the year where I can buy new stickers. And yeah, so I've come up with a couple different ways that I am gonna try to use up my stickers. Let's go through them together, and hopefully if you are having a similar problem, or if you want to also try to use up your stickers fast, or like use up more stickers, maybe this will be helpful. So there's four main different ways I'm going to talk about in this video of ways to use up your stickers. One is going to be how I like to organize my journal. This is my journal. It has an A6 notebook inside, and so the first one's going to be how I carry my stickers in here to help me go through my stickers. Kind of like how I use the stickers in a journal to kind of expedite using them, if that makes sense. And then number two is gonna be making some DIY cards using your stickers, which is one of my favorite ways to use stickers as well. And then the third one is going to be another DIY. This is a DIY project that I've been seeing all over my TikTok, which is to make little New Year's resolutions punch cards. I also learned about it through my good friend Christine, who has been showing me the cards that she's been making with her friends, and they're really cute. So we're going to be making some together. And then the last one is simply donating some of her stickers, and I'll kind of talk about how to do that. So yeah, let's get into the first one, which is using your stickers in your journal. So yeah, like I said, one of my problems is if I don't see my stickers right out in front of me, I'll kind of forget that I have them. Yeah, so I have this journal that has a lot of pockets inside, like this. What I started doing is kind of going through my main collection and parsing out the sticker sheets that look interesting to me for that moment, or like I kind of like to think of the year as like seasons. So I'll sit down and go through my entire collection and move some of those stickers into this system that I'm working with to journal. So these are all the sticker sheets that I was interested in using in the fall winter kind of period. So I grabbed all of these and put them in one of the pockets here. And I kind of did the same for like these deco or like ribbon stickers. And I've also done the same thing with kind of individual or flake stickers, which I put in this pocket here. I also had all of these Christmas stickers that I picked out for the season since Christmas was approaching. And then I have a couple of folders in here. This one is all of these memo pages. So like I can see that I picked out this one because it was winter themed. I have a separate bin full of these like memo pads. So I'll do the same thing where I kind of like grab a bunch of them that I think look interesting and I might use them. And then I just keep them in this sleeve. If I have a bunch of memo pads in a bin, unless I remember to go grab a bin as I'm journaling, I'm not going to use them. And that's kind of the same concept with the sticker sheets as well. Like if I have to go through this collection every time I sit down to journal, I'm never going to go through them. I'm just lazy enough that if I don't have the collection like right at my fingertips, I might just not do that. And I just want to journal and use the stickers, and I want to help myself use them, if that makes sense. And then this one just holds kind of like smaller sheets that are kind of like annoying and they fall out everywhere. So the main takeaway here is that I have a big collection here, but this is kind of difficult to work with when you're in the moment, like journaling. And I journal maybe like once a week, or like once or twice a week, which is not a lot. Like I don't journal daily or anything like that, but I will forget to go through my stickers if they're not right in front of me. So the way I help myself use my stickers is by having a smaller collection of like select stickers that might fit the mood better in the journal itself so that I will always remember to use them. And then in terms of like actually using them in the journal, one of the best ways to use up a lot of stickers at once, I find, is to make a border around your page. So this is an example of a page where I used all these stickers to make a border around the page. And I like doing this just in terms of writing because I feel like it anchors my page better instead of just starting right at the top here. I did it again here where I made a little border with the stickers like this. And then just to like make the page a little bit more dynamic, on this page, instead of doing a border, I put a big sticker in the middle and then made a little scene. Yeah, so that's my favorite way of using up a lot of stickers at once on just like one or two pages. Another thing that helps is to have a theme for your page. So for this one, I was gonna write about these bread cat plushies that I was making at the time. So the general theme was bread. So I just grabbed a sheet that had a lot of bread on it, and then I used pretty much all of the stickers to make this little scene. Yeah, and here you can also see that I made a little border around the bottom of the page here. So yeah, make a smaller collection. That way also you're kind of limited to that smaller selection of stickers for a set period of time. Then I'm not going to be looking at this giant collection of stickers and I'm going to be working only with this set of stickers. Then there's more chance that I'm going to use up at least this portion of my collection. That's kind of how I'm thinking about this. And then another bonus of that is I'm kind of taking advantage of my forgetfulness because now when it's time to freshen up this set of stickers, what I'll do is just sit down and go through my entire collection to refresh the little collection. So then, because I haven't seen a lot of the stickers in this bigger pile in a while now, most of them are gonna feel very new to me, which is kind of like you're shopping again. So instead of going out there and spending more money on newer stickers, all of the rest of this collection is almost new to me, or like it feels like it's new to me because I haven't seen them in months. So yeah, that's gonna help me again with not buying any more stickers and like not being tempted to go out and like buy stickers. And then in terms of the actual journaling, making a border around the page again really helps go through a lot of my stickers. So I'm thinking it's time to go through the smaller collection in here and kind of refresh it. Right now it's a lot of Christmas stuff, and I know in here there's a lot of like fall related stuff which I want to switch out. So I'm not going to share like all of that process, but just to show you a little bit. So all this like Christmas stuff I'm going to take out. This, I used it all up with that one journal spread I showed you. So that's also done. And this is almost done. This is more like winter themed. I think I could still use this in like January, February. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna make this my keep pile. This is also more snowy, winter. So I'm gonna keep that. This is definitely more Christmas, so it's gonna go back into my bigger collection. Okay, so I finished going through all of them, and this is my keep pile, and this is my remove pile, and this is my trash pile. Now I'm gonna go through my entire collection, and what I'm gonna try to do is put these back where they belong and try to go through this collection. This is pretty much like all the stuff I bought in 2025. So I'm gonna go through this stuff and put them try to put them in like the organizers in here. And then as I'm doing that, I'm just gonna pull out some sticker sheets that I find interesting that I think I might be using soon. And I think I'm probably gonna find stuff in here more interesting since I just bought them this year. So I'm gonna go through this first and pick out things I want to use. Okay, I'm back. That took a while, but guess what? This is empty now, empty. And I emptied this. This is all of the trash. One more tip I have is when you're putting stickers into your storage system, I take all the stickers out of these sleeves because that's just like one more thing that I have to do to get to my stickers whenever I want to use them. So I just want to go ahead and remove these extra steps, I guess, like extra barriers to the actual stickers. So this is all the stuff that I grabbed. I grabbed all these stickers, like this one. It's like tea and very cozy, and I think I can use this in the winter. And like I grabbed these because these are gorgeous, like white lilies, I think. But yeah, I think this just looks really like wintry to me. One of my goals coming into January is to be better about meal prepping. So I did grab a bunch of food related things. So that's kind of how I think about going about selecting stickers that I want to use. So these are all like kind of lunch and food related stickers. Now, all I want to use, or like everything I need, is in here. So I don't have to grab anything else from this huge collection here. This is just gonna sit on my shelf, and it is a lot of stickers, and hopefully I don't purchase any more stickers this year. It's gonna be hard because I have some events coming up in this year, and of course I'll be at markets and stuff, and it's gonna be hard to look at other vendors' beautiful stickers and not buy them. But I'm really trying to use up all these stickers in here, so I'm gonna keep this on my shelf. I'm not really gonna touch it, and maybe around like March or so, like I'll do this process again of going through the entire collection and pulling out new stickers that I want to use. The second thing I want to talk about is DIYing cards with stickers. So these are some examples I want to show. Holiday cards using a bunch of different stickers, and I'm using the same technique of creating a border on the page. I like having kind of like a bulk of the message like being in the center like this, instead of if you put stickers kind of randomly and then your writing is kind of like a random shape, I guess. But yeah, so I just go around and make a little border with a bunch of different stickers, and this is just a nice way to use these like very small, like tiny stickers as well as filler. And for this, I just used some random blank notepad thing I have. So yeah, you can combine washies with different stickers, and I think it's just a really cute way to use your stickers in a way that is going to be meaningful. I use this a lot when I'm writing like a letter to someone. People appreciate it a lot because it does show a bit of like personal touch and effort going into the card, as opposed to using like a pre-made card or like a letter set. So yeah, if you have a lot of stickers lying around and you're looking for something to do, this is a fun way to use your stickers. Look how cute Nini is right now. She's so cozy. Oh, Nini, your tail's so long. Wow. This is her spot. This is not my chair. This is Nini's chair. Oh, Nini. So these punch cards, I've been seeing them a lot on TikTok lately. The idea is you're making those punch cards you get from cafes or restaurants, but you're making them for your goals. So I have a few different things I want to make the cards for. One of them is my fitness goals and my finance, like savings goals, and then I also want to do a YouTube goals. I thought about making one for books because I want to read more books this year, but I'm gonna be tracking that in my Hobonichi weeks anyway, so I'm just not gonna do that one. I think what I'm gonna do is I have this random business card. I'm gonna cut this paper down to the size. Okay, I cut out 3 of these business card size paper. There's 3 different cards I want to make. Like I said, one is for my fitness goals. This is specifically for Zwift, which is a stationary like indoor bike exercise. You have to have a subscription to be able to do it, and I do pay for the subscription, but in 2025 I think I only did it a handful of times, not a lot. So this year I'm really gonna try to be better about it. This is a tip that I got from Christine, which is that when you're thinking about New Year's resolutions, instead of planning for the whole year, break it down to like manageable size. So I'm gonna set my goal for January. I wanna bike maybe twice to 3 times a week. So in January, if I were to bike twice a week, that would come out to 10 times. And then if I were to bike 3 times a week, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 total bike rides. So I want to make a card that goes up to 15, but then I want to be able to collect my reward at 10 because that's still a lot more rides than I've been doing. That's still twice a week. And then I want to be able to collect another one if I do end up biking 15 times this month. I don't think I'll be able to do 10, but this is all about setting a goal, right? I don't have a lot of like exercise related stickers. So what I'm gonna do, which I think is kind of funny, is these are like lazy cats. I think it's kind of funny to put one of these like lazy cats on here. And I think the idea would be that I might feel like one of these cats, validating that feeling that I want to lounge around and like I don't want to go on the bike. But once I acknowledge it, then I'm like, you got this. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think it's just cute. And I don't have any exercise related stickers. So I'm just going to put one of these guys on here. I might put some washi tape down in the corner so you can actually see the cat because it's a white cat on a white background. I just finished my first card. So I used some of these letter stickers to spell out Swift down here. And then I put 10 blue stickers, and then I can collect. I'm not really sure what the reward is yet, but the 10th one is where I can claim my reward, and then I have 5 extra just in case I do end up Zwifting 3 times a week. A lot of the ones I saw on TikTok, I think people use either like a drawing or a stamp to make like where you're gonna hole punch. But I just used these dot stickers because the whole point of this exercise for me kind of is to use my stickers. So that's the first one, and I'm gonna use my finance card, which is just gonna be tracking my saving milestones. And for that, I think I'm gonna do like a little graph maybe. For this one, I'm gonna maybe try to make it like Animal Crossing theme because I have this book of Animal Crossing stickers. I think it would be kind of funny to put Tom Nook on this card because if you know in the game, he makes you pay for your house. So I think that's kind of funny. And I think there are some stickers of like the little like money pouches in here. So I'm gonna use some of those. And then the last card, I'm gonna make a YouTube uploading kind of card. My goal is to post every week, so maybe I'll make a card for just January, which means I'll just have 4 punches. And then for that, I have this sticker sheet related to like YouTuber or like content making, which my friend Amy got this for me from Korea. So I think this is perfect to use on this card. So I'm just gonna make these cards and then I'll come back and show you guys. This is my savings goals card. I did a little graph with numbers going up. I think for this one, most likely I'm gonna punch like on the graph itself, like which is just a thin washi tape. And this one is my YouTube upload goals. I just have 4 little dots for January. And again, for this one, I kind of went with the border around the card, which I was able to use up most of the stickers on this sheet by doing this. That's kind of what I mean when you use a sticker sheet to make a border around your page, you use up a lot of stickers. So that's a very fast way to use up an entire sheet if your goal is to go through your stickers a lot faster. And I love how this came out. It's really cute. I love these cards. They're really cute. I have one last tip for dealing with your sticker sheet collection when you feel like you have way too many stickers, which is to donate them to a sticker swap. This is a concept that I was introduced to by my friend Christine. She's been doing these stationery swaps at different markets and events. Everyone brings their gently used stationery items to drop off, and it becomes like a big pile of them, and then you're welcome to take any of the stationery items that other people brought. So it's a really good way to recycle things, and like, you know, the saying, someone's trash is someone else's treasure. So there might be sticker sheets that you're kind of tired of and you don't want to use, or you realize that you're not drawn to them. You can bring them to something like a stationery swap or a sticker swap and just drop them off. And there's no rule that you have to pick up another sticker sheet. So if you're just trying to get rid of your sticker sheets, that's a perfect way to do it, where it might go to someone else who uses them. There's other people who organize these swaps. There's a few groups that I know of in the city in New York, but you might be able to find groups in your city that are organizing something like that. Or you could just do it with your friends as well. That kind of concludes my video today. It took the whole day to film this just because my collection was so big. Going through the sticker collection to make this smaller, manageable collection, that just takes a while, which is why I just do it every few months. So that's my video today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope there is something for everyone to take away from this video, whether you have a big sticker collection or not. I think it's just generally kind of good to, you know, make use of stationery items that you buy. Of course, it's nice to have a collection that is like very pretty to look at, but I think when it comes to something like sticker sheets, I don't really see the point of holding on to a collection of them if I'm not going to use them. But that's just me. I hope you enjoyed my video today on some tips on how to use them. I personally am wanting to do this no buy this year, but I guess the same thing with like these goals. I'll try it for January and see if I'm happy with it. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good New Year's Day and holidays. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!